Howdy, mates. Good evening. How are we all doing on this terrific Sunday, April 21st, 2024? Can't believe that even April is passing by quickly. And we all know that April 22nd marks Earth Day, the 54th Earth Day. Anywho, I digress. You may have noticed I'm in a little patch of woodlands right now. The premise of Earth Day, I'm going to save that for a separate film. Rather, this one, I want to focus upon what is known as garlic mustard. And for those of you who have never heard of it or have not seen it, here's an opportunity. Here we go. Here is a stalk of garlic mustard. So, as you can see, they can grow probably up to a foot or 2 feet in height, and the leaves tend to alternate among one another on a stem. And of course, we have the sprouts towards the top here. Here's a couple of flowers that they make as a result. Even though garlic mustard is considered an invasive plant, it is indeed nutritious for us. So sometimes you can't always judge a book by its cover, even though this is one of those odd cases. Garlic mustard was introduced back in the 18th and 19th centuries by the Europeans, and it was used as a delicacy in meals. As a matter of fact, the reason why it's called garlic mustard is for a couple of reasons. When you smell it, or you crush it between your fingers, it smells like garlic. And also, when you consume it, it tastes like garlic. Now, the mustard part comes from the seeds of this plant. When the seeds are boiled and then mashed together, it resembles looking at mustard, which is also edible. That's a part I need to clarify on. Garlic mustard is indeed edible. But of course, you want to be moderate in terms of how much of it you consume at once. Here's a fascinating thought. Garlic mustard is very rich in vitamin C. Oftentimes, when we think of vitamin C, we usually associate it with citrus, such as oranges. But an interesting thought is the concentration of vitamin C in garlic mustard is 3 to 4 times more than what you would find in one single orange. The thing is, the human body does not manufacture vitamin C. We have to find food sources that contain it. The reason why it's so essential for the human body is a couple of reasons. One being that it acts as an antioxidant. So if we have any toxins or free radicals in our body, whether it's in our bloodstream, for example, what the vitamin C does is it kind of acts like the bouncer in the human body. It says to those free radicals, get out of here. You got to go. But that's not the only thing about vitamin C. What it also does for the human body, it aids in the synthesis of collagen, which is a structural protein found in pretty much all of our body tissue. So it maintains a foundation, more or less, for our body tissue. And for a third reason, vitamin C aids in the synthesis of carnitine, which is another chemical in the body that aids in turning fat into a form of energy. Now, we're going to be honest here, who would not want that? So, it's one of those deals where garlic mustard is actually very beneficial to consume. You just have to make sure that you have it in moderation. Because oftentimes, if you forage for anything wild like that and you have too much of it at once, you may have a little bit of a reaction. So it's always best to always consume that in moderation. So basically, you can collect the stalks, such as here. What you can do is you can remove a few of the leaves and you essentially boil it. And you can serve it as a side to your entree, whatever it is you may have. And so it's really a good way to also sort of eliminate your invasive plants that may be in your very own backyard. But the other thing about garlic mustard is the fact that it is what you call allelopathic. So what it does is it produces a chemical compound called sinigrin. And what this sinigrin does is it inhibits any other mycorrhizal fungi belonging to native plants from spreading. But what's interesting is, over time, garlic mustard can eventually die out. But that may take over a decade for that to happen. But there is a moment when the garlic mustard dies down, and eventually the native plants can take over again. It's just when we manage invasive plants, we just have the capability of speeding up that process, in essence. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and Journey on a Journey is onwards. Take care, folks. See ya.